Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight on SUTV News.
Today, Dr. Jody Harpster was named the 16th president of Shippensburg University, and we are very fortunate to have him in the studio with us tonight.
Dr. Harpster has been interim president of this university since May of 2013. So, Dr. Harpster, how was your first day today? Any, interesting things happen or exciting things, or was it just a normal day?
Well, the day started in Harrisburg, which is where the Board of Governors actually voted to approve me as the new president. And I think the most significant thing of the day was for someone in my age bracket who isn't so used to using all of the social media to the extent that many of the younger people are and the students are. I have probably between 350 and 450 emails or Facebook messages to respond to, and I'm way behind. So I hope anyone that's trying to say thank you or congratulations or good luck will be patient with me.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
So how long was the total process for, from start to finish of you applying and everything encompassed in it?
Mm-hmm. I believe the search committee was formed early in the fall semester. The process technically started around the middle of October, and the on-campus portion was completed during final exam week. Mm-hmm. Then after we finished the Christmas break, the holiday break, then the Board of Governors and the state system interviews occurred. That concluded last week, and then this week was the appointment.
Oh, so a relatively short process, actually.
Yeah, from my background in higher education, it takes longer sometimes to hire an RA staff than it did this time. It's not unusual for a presidential search to sometimes go 6 or 8 months or even longer. Wow. And in this instance, it moved very quickly, and it was fortunate as a candidate that it did move that way.
They knew who they wanted for the job.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, so in University Grill, they have all of the president's pictures up on the wall in there, and so obviously you'll end up in there. Mm-hmm. So we have a suggestion for a photo that they might like to use.
Yeah, first we wanted to know, do you submit the photo or do they take suggestions? Because we have one from SUTV with love that we would like to submit.
I'm sure it'll be very affectionate.
If we can take a look at that, actually,
yeah, right.
if we can put
that
up. This one from the Christmas party at the Martin House.
That was a good evening. That was a very nice evening. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Well, actually, I think the way it happens is they came up, had an interaction with our communications and marketing department, mm-hmm. and there's photos of all of the previous presidents on the wall on 3rd floor of Old Main. And I think they made copies of those, gave them to the management at the hotel and the restaurant, and they made them up. So I'm not particularly pleased that they would put that up, but if that's what they choose to do, I don't know that I'm going to have a whole lot of choice in that.
Well, speaking of the Martin House, are you moving in there now officially? Or, because I don't think you had been living there currently.
That's correct. There's been a lot of renovation planning going on over the course actually of the last year. So we did not move into the house because of that. And since the construction isn't starting until the 1st of February, it'll be some period of time before that would occur. The contract for a president requires that the president reside on the university campus. So it's not really a choice. But it's a beautiful home. It's the university's home. Mm-hmm. And I think it's appropriate that the president should live there. So as soon as it's available, 6 months or so probably, maybe a little longer, then my wife and I would move in with our 2 cats and the dog.
Aww. All right. Well, thank you very much for being here with us this evening.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yes. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations from all of us.
Thank you very much. And that's a very nice picture, by the way.
We thought you would like that.
That's nice.
There's more to come from SUTV tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back. Hello, and thanks for joining us tonight on SUTV News. I'm Lucy Davis.
And I'm Emily Larson.
We end the week with a new president of the university and a new governor of our state. On Tuesday, Governor Tom Wolf was sworn in Harrisburg. Governor Wolf replaces Tom Corbett as the 47th governor of Pennsylvania.
From the State House to the White House, President Barack Obama gave his 6th State of the Union address this week. Obama addressed topics ranging from health care to equal pay. Of interest to students, he is pushing to make community college free to high school graduates. As Obama starts his 7th year, he will be working to convince a Republican Congress to approve his agenda. Shippensburg has been approved for its first doctoral program. The Doctor of Educational Leadership concentrates on poverty and digital learning. The program will begin this summer.
A new semester always brings new challenges, but this semester the construction projects on campus make getting to class in one piece an accomplishment. Ian Fitzgerald has this safety warning.
Coal systems for natural gas makes for messy work on campus.
Yeah, the construction's caused us. We got detours on the way to class. It's a little loud in the morning, so I done class early.
It's all muddy because of snow. I fell down today. It's irritating. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's causing some. It's not a huge deal. It'd be nicer when it's gone, but I hope it's over pretty soon.
Kind of looks nasty too.
Yeah, and the fencing is really annoying, especially this road being closed.
Until the project is done in April, students should pay attention. Heavy machinery operating in high-traffic areas means you should keep your head up. Do not wear headphones near fenced-in areas. Texting and missing an orange cone could land you in one of these. Your job is to watch out for yourself so construction workers can do theirs.
A spokesman from the Facilities Department tells us soon the enclosures near Roland Hall and Dolphin will be joined in one big fenced area. It will be a sign the project is nearly finished. Coming up on SUTV News, the acknowledgement of a civil rights leader didn't end on Monday at SHIP. The celebration continues with a play and a good meal. We'll tell you about it.
Plus, the big city comes to SHIP, in pictures that is. It's coming up next.
This just in to SUTV News. King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia has died. He was 90 years old. The announcement came today on Saudi State TV. The next king will be Prince Salman bin Abdulaziz. Under Abdullah's leadership, al-Qaeda was slowed, pushing the radical group underground. Abdullah gave Saudi Arabia a more prominent role in international affairs.
Starting next week, SHIP hosts its annual MLK Day celebration. The celebration will kick off with the play, The Mountaintop, on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. and Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Both performances are in Old Main Chapel. Also on Tuesday, Reisner Dining Hall serves up a traditional soul food brunch from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The cost without a student meal plan is $8. To close out the week, the Multicultural Student Association hosts the 27th Annual March for Humanity in the Cub Multipurpose Room. The march honors Dr. King's legacy and promotes human understanding. The event begins at 3:30 p.m. on Thursday. The Harmonic Voices of Truth Gospel Choir will also perform. All events are open to the public. For more information, go to ship.edu/MLKday.
Not that we shouldn't celebrate life every day, but next week, one SU organization is doing just that. The Catholic Campus Ministry and Newman Association host 6 events to help raise awareness of pro-life issues and the pro-life movement. The event also aims to bring attention to the value of all types of lives, like children and adults with special needs.
At least pay attention, whether you support it or don't support it, but I think life in general deserves some credit, and it's important just to support it from beginning to end.
The first event is home dining on Sunday, January 25th from 3 to 6. Events are free to everyone. And for more information, contact KD0148@ship.edu.
The Kaufman Gallery presents a brand new exhibition called Cityscapes. The show features students' work from the digital fine art and design printing classes. The exhibition includes large-scale prints from the annual SU Art and Design Department's New York City trip. The exhibition runs until February 25th and is free to the public. For more information, please call the Art and Design Office at 717-477-1530. Don't go away. Still to come on SUTV News, Alexis Hillard has the first batch of entertainment news of 2015.
But first, let's take a quick look at this week's weather.
pitch and fouled the feed back into the...
From challenging your mind to having a good laugh,
Here's Alexis Hillard with your entertainment for the week.
Instead, students can earn over $10,000 in prizes. Games like Frosty Feud or Are You Smarter Than a Ship Educator will offer chances to win cash for textbooks, flex dollars, and much more. Attend Frostival on the first floor of the Cub this Saturday from 8 o'clock p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m. The first week of classes can be a bit stressful sometimes, and a lot of students feel the need to unwind by the time the weekend comes around. Tomorrow night might be the perfect opportunity to relieve some stress. Jim Tews, a comedian from Chicago, will be visiting the Red Zone at 10 o'clock p.m. Tews won the 2010 New York City Comedy Competition and has appeared in an episode of Louie. The young comic is rising in popularity and is sure to give you a reason to laugh after a tough week. In gaming news, Nintendo has just announced a new addition to the handheld 3DS family, appropriately dubbed the new 3DS. The new 3DS will include a second C-stick for dual analog control, a much more powerful processor, longer battery life, and 2 more shoulder buttons. The new 3DS corrects a focus problem with a face tracking camera built into the top screen to automatically adjust the 3D settings for optimal viewing. The new 3DS will hit American shelves February 13th with 3 model options: red, black, and Majora's Mask Edition to celebrate the upcoming 3DS remake of the N64 classic, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. If you are feeling artistic, you can express yourself at the Do-It-Yourself String Art event. It is tomorrow in the Cub Great Hall from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock. All right, that's it for entertainment tonight. Ladies, back to you guys at the desk.
Don't go away. Laquan has the first Raider Roundup of the year.
Sports is next.
Hello everyone, I'm Laquan Chapman and I have your sports for today. The Raiders of both men and women's basketball took to the court last night in a battle against the Lock Haven Eagles. Bernadette Koff has the highlights for you.
About 8 minutes remaining in the first half, Ship increased the lead to 38-17 by halftime. Ship dominated the Eagles with rebounds, collecting 34 in the night, and free throws, with Lauren Gold going 4 for 4 at the line. Early in the second half, Lock Haven ran into foul trouble with 4 in the first 5 minutes, giving Ship a 48-22 lead. Ship keeps control, winning the game 70-58. On the men's side, Lock Haven started the night with a three-pointer, but Ship's Dylan Edgar came right back with a layup. The first days closed with the 35 all scoreboard going into the half. The second half played out similarly until the 6.5-minute mark when Ship grabbed the lead. Lock Haven turnovers helped Ship, generating 14 of Ship's points. Ship defeated the Eagles 74-67. For SUTV Sports, I'm Bernadette Koff.
The men and women head towards Philly this weekend to take on the Cheney Wolves in a doubleheader. The women begin at 1 o'clock in Cole Hall. Red Raiders' own Trevor Harmon has accepted an invitation to play in the inaugural College Gridiron Showcase located in Arlington, Texas. This game is for the best senior college football players across the country and also to get exposure and show off their skills on the field. Harmon totaled 98 receptions in 2014, which is second most in SU single-season history. Over the break, Ship Sports kept busy with 5 active teams. Women's basketball had a record of 7-4, including their win yesterday. The men lost 6 of their last 10, but they have 9 more opportunities in the regular season. With only 1 win in their last 5 matches, the wrestling team heads to Ohio for the Super Region for 2 duels. They'll be looking to break their 3-match losing streak. And men and women's swimming pulled out a win over Edinburgh to bring the men's to an overall 2-3 and the women to an overall 4-2. I'm Laquan Chapman. It's been my pleasure. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, that's it for SUTV News. I'm Emily Larson.
And I'm Lucy Davis. Again, a big thank you to President Harpster for taking time from his busy schedule to talk with us, and we hope he knows he can come back anytime.
We'll gladly have him. In case you missed it, you can catch the interview and all of the stories tonight on our website, sutvnews.com. And also, as always, check us out on Facebook and Instagram for some behind-the-scenes photos from tonight's broadcast.
Thank you. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.